How's it going, everyone? So glad to have you join me. Welcome back to another episode. In this week's episode of my trip to Thailand to study Muay Thai, we go through another day of training at Santai Muay Thai. But I go into a little bit of, stuff, a little bit more stuff in the background. I show you where I used to get water, but I'll be giving you a disclaimer. There's a water filling station by the school, and I'll show you what that process is like. I show you a little bit of something of me going to 7-Eleven to grab what I would recommend if you're going out there to try to lose weight, where you should be getting your protein intake from. And outside from that is just more training at Santai Muay Thai. So I hope you guys can enjoy the show. Let's get into it. Yeah. I can't read shit. Hold up. I need to translate this shit. I see what buttons like lights. Oh my god. Scared the shit out of me. Alright, so that's let's see how much 5 baht refills. Holy shit. Oh my god, stop. It's a bit too much, don't you think? Okay, hold up. So this is where I would, while you're in Thailand, not everything is you're gonna be paying with card. It's primarily you're primarily gonna still be paying with cash. If you can pay with card, go ahead and do that. Just make sure that you are using a credit card that doesn't incur extra charges for foreign transactions. That's a big one, bro. If you're gonna travel to Thailand and you're gonna be doing some shit like this, make sure that your credit card is one that allows you to, because otherwise those transaction fees end up racking up a whole lot. So since you're going to be paying with cash, you're going to be acquiring a lot of coins. This is where I was putting my coins, and it was a very cost-effective way of getting water. However, I started to notice that whenever I would drink from this water station, I would get sick. I would get a scratchy itch in the back of my throat, and that would exacerbate until I ended up getting a full-blown cold. So I stopped drinking from this place pretty early in, because it was just like, hey man, I think this is what's getting me sick. So maybe you might have a better immune system. I know other classmates weren't suffering from the same shit, but you know what? I don't fucking care what they were going through. Damn it, what the fuck is this thing doing? There you go. I don't care what they were going through. All I give a shit was how I was feeling. And unfortunately, being able to fill a jug of water with like maybe 5 baht is incredibly cheap. It wasn't worth getting sick. So I just ended up sticking to getting water bottles from the local convenience store. And it's more expensive, but that water I was able to trust. So you might be able to use this water for cleaning, or maybe they may have cleaned it by the time you get to the school. But for me, while it was good at first, it didn't last very long, and I ended up catching a cold. So, hey, you do what you want to do, but here's my warning. Yeah, so after I filled up, I headed home to drop off all the water, and then I headed to 7-Eleven to go grab a couple protein shakes. Those things, by the way, the protein, those protein milkshakes, I'm telling you guys, those things are incredible. They're cheap as shit. I think they come with like 20 to 30 grams of protein each. They have like 6 grams of sugar, so that's the only downside to them. But I'll tell you something, if you're out there and you're trying to lose weight, those shakes right there, that's like post-nut clarity for your stomach. You down one of those and any appetite you had is gonna be gone. So I recommend stockpiling on those as many as you can. And you should have a fridge in whatever dwelling you're gonna be in. And I'll tell you what, man, they're cheap, they taste pretty good. The ones that have the hooray for protein or some shit like that, while those were tasty, the ones that say hooray for protein every day or some shit like that, the other brand, Measure or Meiji, Meijer, I think that's the name, that shit made me piss out of my ass. So I don't know, you might have a different stomach system than mine. You might be able to process those, but every time I ate those, bro, I was just beatboxing on the toilet. It was not a good look. It was not a good time for me. So at the end, I just ended up sticking with the tried and true ones that work for me. So chocolate, whole milk, and strawberry flavor. But the strawberry ones have a little bit more sugar than the other ones. So I just pretty much just stuck to chocolate and the whole milk flavored ones. And I'll tell you, if you have those, yeah, you're not going to be snacking. You're not going to be munching. Because out there, unfortunately, if you're trying to get the protein powder from a nutrition store, the bad news is that unless your body type is you're a skinny dude and you're trying to pack on mass, that's primarily what they're going to be giving you. That's what they have to offer, because that's their customer base. It's rare that you're going to have someone that's like my build, that I'm trying to build muscle but trim fat. I'm trying to have a high protein intake but cut down on calories and sugar. To them, they don't have that. And the only one that they had was very expensive, and that shit tasted like chalk. It was disgusting. So if you're trying to get your protein intake, going to a supplement store, you think that that's the way to go? Unless you, again, are a skinny motherfucker and you're trying to build mass, that's not the way to go. If you're like me and you're a chunky fucking dude and you're trying to slim up, the best way to go about it is getting these protein shakes, these little milk protein shakes. It says protein. I can't really read it here. Maybe in some other clip I'll have a better picture. But the protein, it says hooray, protein for every day. That's what it says on the bottle. That's your bread and butter. That's your golden sauce that's gonna get you built, get you lean, and get you lean. So trying to use protein powder, shakers, all that shit, don't even fucking bother. Go out there with creatine, because they don't have creatine. Bring that shit from home. But as for your protein intake, that's where you're gonna be getting it from. Alright, so I'm about to go on a little tangent here. This is an unedited, uncut, 8-minute little tangent of just me opening up my heart and expressing how I'm feeling right now. If you got the attention span of a chicken sandwich, you might want to skip ahead like 8 minutes, but I don't think it'd be good to just kind of like dice this thing up, because this is just me opening up, ad-lib, just honest from the heart of how I'm feeling all my trips so far. So if you're interested in seeing what my heart sounds like, give a listen. If not, skip your ass 8 minutes in the video, and you should probably read some books, bro, because you got some bad attention. But you know what, more likely than not, you probably have this on the second monitor, so who the fuck gives a shit, man?
So I'm at a point now where I think I'm like a month into my training, and I guess I should kind of give a summary, right? Well, I came out here to try to push myself. My life. Hold up. Fucking headphones. My life is kind of giving me like, how do I put this so I don't come off like a snob? Is that, you know, I like, all in all, I've had a good life. When I really weigh everything that I've done and what I already have, I can understand why so many people, when I tell them that this is what I want to do, they would look at me confused, because it's like, oh, you're good enough as is. But maybe it's because of the environment that I was born into and that I grew up in, that things were never really hard. So I've never had a need to actually like dig deep and push myself to become something. You know, and I've gone through life A-okay. I don't have any criminal records. I've learned some trade skills here and there. I don't really have a big grounded career. This is my thing. This is what I do. But I'm more or less have just a set of a bunch of random shit that I can do that makes enough money to get by and live comfortably. But I've never been. I've always felt that I was always just half-assing everything, even when I was pushing myself hard and trying to really digging deep. It always felt that when I hit 100%, that I would only hit that for a moment, then I'd get off the wagon and just be a complete slob, and that's it. So my goal was to come out here and put myself in an environment where I'm going to be physically tested every single day. It's going to be exhausting, and just to come out here and put myself under this type of stress and seeing what comes out the other end. And the training, I've been doing my absolute best and keeping my limits to not miss any. But I do have to pace myself out here, because if I injure myself, I don't get any refunds or extensions or anything like that. If you sustain an injury and you lose training because of it, too bad. That's how it is.
Hold up. I have to cut off the monologue, but this is the part in regards of hurting yourself while training. I don't think I've mentioned it, but I cannot emphasize enough, when you're out there training, all the coaches, all the teachers, they're going to tell you push, 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 push. To them, that's their life. To them, they've been doing it for so long, their bones are adamantium at this fucking point. But you're not. If you're going out there and you're going push it to the limit, yeah, guess what? There are plenty of people that they sustain injuries. There was this one guy that he broke his collarbone. He had to be sent to an emergency room, and he had to fly immediately back to his country for emergency surgery. No refund. Nothing. So you want to go out there, you want to be a hot shot, dick swinging all over the place, and you sustain a boo-boo. Guess what? Too fucking bad. Your trip's over. You're sitting on the sideline like a cuck while everyone else is training. There were so many people that they hurt themselves, either from training or because they fell off their scooter or some shit. And now you thought, but I spent last year working and saving so I can come out here to train. No one cares. But the teacher hurt me because he threw me on the floor and he broke my neck. No one cares. You sign a waiver before you train, and if you get hurt, too fucking bad. No refund. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. That's it. Okay, so if you're going out there and you're training, you have to look out for yourself. You have to be mindful of your limits. If the teacher is pushing you and you don't feel comfortable where they're pushing you, you have to tell them no. You have to tell them no. Now, when you tell them no because you're worried of an injury, they respect that. They won't push you. But if you're doing, even if you're doing stretching, there's this one stretch where you sit on your knees and then you lean back. If you're not used to that, you will fuck your knees up. There are people that the teacher came by and goes, no, lay back, and they throw their bodies back, rip the tendons in their knees. Now they can't train. Now they're sitting on the sidelines every day while everyone else is training. No refund, no credits, no fucks given. Okay? So getting out to this place, it's not just like, for most people, it's not just, fuck it, I'm going to go to Thailand. You have to set things aside in your life in order for you to do that. I know for me, I had to say no to a lot of relationships. I had to say no to a lot of opportunities so that way I could go out there. Because I'll tell you something, I've been planning this trip for a long fucking time. And whenever I was dating a girl and, you're going to Thailand for 6 months. Oh, no thank you. So for me, I had to sacrifice a shit ton. So whenever it came to me going out there, I came out there, bro, with you know, safety first, safety first, safety first. And yeah, it's cringe, maybe because I'm an old fuck, but I'm telling you, man, if you're going out there and you are not prioritizing safety, doing things right, not trying to just rush through things, you're gonna pay the price, and that's it. That's it. Oh, but you spent years saving money to get to this point. You had to cancel all this shit in order to make this happen, and you hyperextended your leg because you wanted to be a badass throwing a kick. Oh well, too bad. No refund. Go fuck yourself. That's how it is, guys. It too bad, so sad. Big fucking deal. All right? So when you're out there, be very, very cautious. Tread lightly. If you're coming from Western countries, it ain't like home. Okay? They don't really got sidewalks. They got dogs running around late at night that if those dogs catch you, they will maul your ass up. Oh, but it's against the law and you need to have leash laws and let me see your rabies vaccination. Yeah, good luck with that. You're not going to get any of that. So be very, very careful when you go out there. You have to look out for yourself. Everywhere, everything you do, every day you have to be careful. Because if you don't, there goes your trip. Be careful, guys. I'm fucking serious.
And so I have to make sure that I'm doing my part to be as well taken care of and as possible. So any days that I wake up and I really feel like I don't have it in me, then I go ahead and take it and take it easy. But I noticed that today, maybe this is the first day, but I was actually able to get into my studies and do stuff outside of just resting for my next session of my next session. So, I mean, it's too early for me to say if I'm at where I want to be, but I think what's probably gonna happen in 6 months from now, I'm not gonna feel any different, but the differences will be there. So, I don't know. I mean, I even think like, well, what am I gonna do after I do this? Because I know that I want to do stuff like this for the next like 6 years of my life. That would be pretty dope. And honest to God, this is a little slice of heaven over here. I could do this for the rest of my life for sure. But I do know that like I would like to have a family, and I would like to, you know, settle down and be close to home, plant my roots. But I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. So I don't know. I mean, I like where I'm going. At least with the training, it's doing wonders of getting me to push myself. I do wish that I could put in more of an emphasis into my studies outside of my training. It seems that like working the body for me is very easy, but working the mind is very challenging. And I did come out here with this grand slam of a schedule. I laugh because it's like I have in this schedule, I don't know if I already showed it in like a segment, but I had a bunch of like, you know, every day it was just like boom, 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 all this and that. When I got into it, going into training and doing everything outside of that, it was like, oh yeah, for the first 2 weeks, all I was able to do outside of training was sleep. And then there was a period where I got sick, and then I had to take care of some shit with immigration or some crap like that. So I think this has been like the first week where I've been doing a little bit more into studying, been making more of an emphasis to open up Udemy and turn off like YouTube. But you want to know something? It's kind of weird because it's like it's hard. It's not difficult doing it. It's just difficult shifting into it. You know, because like when I'm chilling and I'm watching my crap on YouTube and I'm either editing I actually enjoy doing. That was a pleasant surprise for me. I could do that shit for hours. But outside of editing, if I'm just chilling, I could always put on something that it's just like I would rather watch like YouTube videos and goofy meme shit than watch like educational shit. And it's like, I don't know, man, it's easier. I guess it's like junk food, right? It's easier to eat junk food, but you have to force yourself to eat vegetables, and it's kind of like the same way your mind works. It's easy to mentally chew on that on that crap, but it's harder to watch stuff that's actually going to make you think and challenge you and all that. And I will say, you know, with the Udemy classes, almost every single time I boot that shit up, I walk away with a lesson. So I'm pretty happy with how things are turning out, and I'm hopeful how things are going to unfold down the road. And this is definitely a long-winded video, and I appreciate your patience hearing my, you know, from the heart. But I just kind of felt like I had to talk into the camera and just say what it's been like, where it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. The people here are a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm a much shittier fighter than I thought I was. That was quite humbling, and I'm really out of shape. And but outside of that, I'm just really happy with where I'm at and what I'm putting my time into, and I look forward to seeing how this is going to transform me over the next couple months. But even then, I will say 6 months does not even feel like a good amount of time. I think like maybe a year or two straight, but I don't want to miss the holidays with my family, so I don't think I could ever pull that off. But I do have next year, so well, I think this video has gone long enough. How much is it? Oh, only 8 minutes. Okay, dope. But yeah, that's my stuff, my shit, and I don't know how to end this, but peace. All right, door's locked, ready to go. Gotta double check, make sure keys in my pocket. Boom. Door's locked, ready to go to train. That's someone's dog. They're here for some reason. We got a dog. Random dog in our yard. Welcome to Thailand. Tiger. Tiger, what the fuck are you eating? Tiger. Tiger, what are you doing, doggy? What are you doing, little doggy? Come on, doggy. Let's go back home. You just got showered. Okay, I don't want to see none of that behavior. Tiger, come here, buddy. Tiger. Tiger, don't do this. Don't do this to me. He used to be so obedient. Tiger. Fucking shit.
Oh, right up, elbow. Left hook. Right uppercut. Yeah. Again, go. Left hook. Right uppercut. We're gonna go. Up, up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Lean back. 1, 2. Lean back. Right arm. Right arm. Up and push. Yes. Yes, upward and then push after. Okay, hands up. Correct. Right push knee. Up. Right push knee. Up. Right push knee. Push. Left push knee. Right forward. Push. Right elbow. Again, up and right elbow. Body hook, hook. Right body hook. Left body hook. Left foot down, body hook. Boom, boom. Right foot down. Boom, boom. 1, 2. 1, 2. Body hook. Again. 1, 2. Left body hook. Jab stomach. Jab Hands up. Left parry and left kick. Good job. Okay, movement. Left knee, right knee. Left knee, right knee. That's it, start. Go. Left knee, right knee. That's it, start.
Oh, yeah.
Left knee, right knee.
Thank you, sir. Check it out. It's my favorite time of the day.
Well guys, I hope you're able to enjoy this week's episode. If you like what you've seen so far, I would really appreciate a like, comment, or a subscribe. That would really help me out on my YouTube journey. And I will be seeing you guys in next week's episode.